So making low content books is one of the most profitable and popular kind of books on Amazon. They are high in demand and highly competitive. And does that imply that we cannot make sales? Well, from my experience as a business owner, I can tell you that having a high competition in a marketplace doesn't necessarily mean that you can't make sales. You might only be able to get few sales at the beginning because people don't know you yet, nor do you have a good record sales as others do. But once you master the game, then you are in business because obviously there is a massive market for it. So today I will show you how I make my low content book that are profitable without leaving any stone unturned. The first thing on my plan is to find a free and easy to use software. So I'm going to go and log onto Canva as it appears to be the most straightforward and free software to use. Now choosing a book, so we need to decide what kind of book we want to sell. There are a lot of different low content books such as notebook, journals, and diaries and all of that. But instead of guessing, I'm going to use Publisher Rocket Research tab to find out what is actually popular, as it helps you to find book idea that sells, and it does this by finding popular search term on both Amazon and Google. So after searching for products and keyword, it seems like journal sells very well. Obviously, I've set myself a bit of a challenge to do this real quick as possible. I've already made a video on how to use Publisher Rocket, so you can check it out. However, you can spend as much time as you did like to research and find gaps in the market to dominate. And to ensure that whatever low content book you decide to create should do well all year round and not like a seasonal kind of thing like a 2024 New Year planner, for example, that will become outdated in a short while. So there are a lot of evergreen books option out there that you can look out, such as recipe journal, manifestation, prayer, dream journals, and all of that. And it is a good practice to make books that have high search volume, low competition, and high monthly sales. So the gratitude journal it is for us. Next is making the cover, but before we do this, let's get the right dimension for both our cover and our interior pages. You don't want to do guessing work, right? So head over to Amazon Calculator page, and don't worry, I will leave the link to this page in my description box. So watch me as I make up this page information, okay? So since it is a yearly journal, I would make it 365 pages long. But for this tutorial, I will leave it at 50 pages only. But if you are making a different kind of book, it is best to keep it shorter, around 100 pages to reduce printing costs and increase your profit, okay? So now you're going to click on Calculate Dimension. Once you do that, now you click on Download. So you're going to have this downloaded as a zip file. So all you need to do is just extract it and there you have it, okay? We have got two sides. The right hand side is the front cover and the left hand side is the back cover. Now let's head back to canva.com to make our book cover. Now over here and click on custom size. Then go ahead and input the right dimension. Remember, this is the dimension we got from the template, okay? And make sure it's on inches and not pixel. Then click on the create new design to proceed. You'll be brought up to this interface, and right here on the search bar, just type in journal cover to see suggested cover so that you can actually use for free. So I will choose a very simple design because I don't want to duplicate things. I will go with this cover and I will start by adding designs like some text, title, a brand name, and all of that. And you know what brand name can do for you? It can further promote sales. If you check out some top sellers on Amazon, they all have brand names. In fact, some brand names have become keywords for most low content books. So it is a good idea to create a brand for these books. And this way, if one book sells well, customer may recognize the brand and purchase another. So I thought of a brand name to use and I came up with Do More. But I'm so sure that you guys can actually do better, right? So one thing you want to do here right now is get your template uploaded by clicking on the upload image. So I'm going to drag this template to fit the cover, expand it over the edges and make sure it's printed correctly because If you don't get it right, Amazon will not accept your book submission. So ensure that your text and designs are not lying on the pink line, which is the bleed, okay? And I'm sure you could probably come up with something nicer. So take your time, play around with different templates and all of that. And once you're done, click on the share button, click download, now select. And for this, select PDF print because it is best for printing. Then click on the download button to have it downloaded to your device. Now on to the next one, interior page. But there is something I normally do when I make my book cover design. I will always do a markup to see what it will look like when Amazon prints it. So head over to this website. It's free to use. I will go with the Spiral book, for example. So I will input my email address, and once I do, I'm going to click over here so that I can upload my book cover. And once I do that, I'm just going to click on the button here to proceed. And there you go. So this is what your book will potentially look like. And if you're not satisfied, you can change the design, the color, text font, the styles, and all of that so it could fit in, okay? And there is another thing I always do that really works for me. I make several book covers for my interior. So some of my cover books are like having the bright colors, while some are like the minimalist kind of design. Okay, something like this. And I'm just going to show you guys a markup of it too. I'm going to go through the same process, okay? And now you need to understand that one book can make you money on Amazon. You need to have a minimum of 10 book listings. And if you want this book cover template, I can always leave the link in my description box. So let me know if you want this cover. Now the next is interior page. So head back to the home page and select custom size. Now use the right dimension from the template, which is 8.5 by 11. And proceed. Remember to leave it on inch, okay? And right here, just type in gratitude journal. And it will give you a lot of different template options for the inside of the book. This means that you don't have to write a single sentence or create from scratch. And you can create as many pages as you wish. So since my book is gratitude journal, I need something designed in a way for people to write out their daily affirmation and schedule for the day, okay? So there are different options here, but let's go with this. And as you can see, this template can be customized. You can change the text, you can change the colors, or even the entire design, okay? It's totally up to you. So this is like a normal routine check to always do for your interior. So go ahead and also get your template uploaded. You have it uploaded already, so just click on it. So I'm going to drag this template to fit in the interior, but ensure you have it folded, okay? So now expand it over the edges and make sure that your text and design are not lying on the peak lines. And I think we are good to go, guys. So if you're done designing the first page or remodeling the first page, now you will need to duplicate the page to the number of pages you had already mentioned in your template, okay? So for us, I'm going to duplicate it to 74 or 72 thereabouts, okay? So click on this icon and you're going to have more copies. So once you're done, go through the same process, click on share, download, you select PDF print. And when you download it, now it's time to export a book and have it live on Amazon KDP. And this is where all the magic happens. It's free to sign up, and most importantly, you don't need to pay for any subscription fees, nor is there a threshold to meet before you get paid. You get paid every month. And the good thing about publishing on Amazon is that your book gets printed when some persons orders it, meaning you don't lose any money even if it doesn't sell. So sign up if you don't have an account yet. They only ask for all necessary details like your name, your email address, account details for payment, and all of that. So guys, we're getting to the end of this video. And if you find it super helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber yet, please hit the subscribe button to join the community. Okay? And if you have any question about KDP, or maybe you encounter error while uploading your book or whatsoever it is, you can always drop me a message in the comment section and I will be there to help you out. All right, so now I'm signed in and I'm going to click on the create button. And if you bring me up here, you have several options here. But today our focus is on paperback, okay, because it is low content. And now it's going to bring us to this page where we're going to fill up all of these details. And you know what is really cool? You get to list yourself as an author. I mean, this can be a rewarding journey for you. So go to your social media profile right now and include author in your biodata. Honestly, it feels brilliant. So for title, it is gratitude journal plus the subtitle, which is very essential. And I love to use like a keyword term for SEO purpose. And for the description, so I had already searched on Amazon to see what is working on most of the popular ones. And all I did was to tweak it a little to make it unique, okay? All of this information are basic, you can deal with it. So choose the age group for your book. Now you have to choose your book category. And one of the ways to actually rank on Amazon and to be found is to use categories that your competitors are using. Plus ensure that they are not common. Then you will start to rank higher. And if you don't know how to do this, just go to Amazon, then navigate to your competitor's book page, then scroll down to the bottom and you're going to see more information about the book and which categories the book are published in. Now we've got to talk about the main reason why people don't get sales. And from my research, this seems to be that they don't use keywords properly. There are two ways to do this. You can use Amazon Auto-Suggest to see what people are searching for. Alternatively, use any keyword research tools out there. So you're allowed to choose up to 7 keywords. And I've picked the ones with the high monthly search volume, plus they have low competition score. We are literally done here, so I will click on Save and Continue button to proceed to the next phase. You want to make sure that Publish Without ISBN is selected because ISBN number doesn't apply to low content books like journals, notebooks, and planner. So your printing option is standard colors, okay? Now input the correct trim size to avoid getting errors, and all of this information you should actually use, okay? Now upload both your manuscript, which is the book interior, and the book cover. It's important to have a look at the preview of the book and make sure everything is perfect. So click on Launch Preview button. This might take a while to load, but trust me, it is worth the wait. And as you can see, everything is okay. If you had followed my instruction, you will not get any error. Now, our printing cost is about $4, which gives you an idea of how to price your book. Now click on the Proceed button to set your price. So if I do $8.99, right, as the price, that is about $1.24 as royalty, and which for me, it is not profitable. So that shows it will take me 100 sales to make $100, guys. Check it out. So I'm going to go with $12, which means I will make $3 per sale, okay? That is fair. And think about it, how quick it is to make this book. Plus, it is absolutely no risk for me because Amazon only prints the book once they have been ordered. So I don't need to buy in bulk or pay for any stock that might not sell. So imagine you add like 20 books with loads of review, all making 10 sales per week. That is over $600 every week. And you can actually scale the side also to making thousands every month if you put your mind to it. And there are several ways you can achieve this, but today in this video, I'm only going to review 3 proven ways, okay? So the first one is you doing it the most popular way and the common way. And this is you leveraging on SEO, you doing your keywords and leveraging on Amazon free traffic to help your book rank, okay? And another way is you running Amazon adverts. This is you running ad to your book and people get to see your book more often. And the good thing about Amazon ad is they are not so expensive as most people think, okay? So you need to try this out and see what works for you. Now, the last on my list is getting review from this website. It is a paid service and it's definitely worth it. And don't worry, I'm not affiliated to this site, so you can always check it out yourself. And these are the best way I know you can actually scale on Amazon KDP. So guys, I hope you really found this video super helpful. Like I said, if you have any question at all about KDP, you can always let me know in the comment section. And if you want the template and all of that, just signify so that I drop the link in the description box. Okay guys, I guess I'll see you in my next video, right? Thank you. Bye.